obviously we've just been in with Fatima Al Isa, the rider from the Velocity Vipers, who is in third place in the GCC competition. As we go in with Karolina Jezikowicz. I think it's the first time we've been in just with Karolina on her own. We've been in on the multiple pain caves, but good to see Karolina, one of our riders riding in Great Britain at the moment, and you can just see tapping out that rhythm. Now, I noticed the third bottle just down there at the side, ready to be grabbed as well. The Essential Tau is there, and at the moment just making sure that she stays with this group, not losing contact, and a number of riders have lost contact.
Well, and it's a really clean and sparse pain cave.
Yeah.
Clean
No
space,
fuss, no
clean
mess.
mind.
My mind's a mess then.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say it. Category 6 on the climb already. They're at the 7.4 kilometre marker. They're just over the 3 kilometres of climbing complete. The group still together. This is a steady pace up here. And Category 6, big group, all still together. We talked right at the start of the show when we were looking at the maps about where the attacks might go. Hoyas on the front, just starting to lift the pace. But this really is that they're sitting here at zone 4, zone 3, zone 4, a pace that's not going to put you in the red, and ideally, normally, one you can sustain for a significant period of time.
Let's see how sustainable it is. I like your description there. I think it's that pace where you can just about hold the wheels without diving too deep into oxygen debt. Let's go to the front of Category 4. Great race this, with Martinuska leading the race out. Dowling and Martinuska coming into the finish together, and you can see that by the big time gaps behind. Pekka Kova currently in third, Barragan in fourth, Hagelin in fifth. As we work our way a bit further down through that field today in that competition in Category 4. I'm loving the battle between Shikifu and Lam Kong. There's so little difference in that. There's sort of 50 seconds in that, 19th and 20th position.
Yeah, on different Fem Collab teams.
Yeah, big shout out to Alma Mongelli, not far off that battle with Valentin Latrick. I'm loving the fact we've got so many regulars from the Sunday Race Club here battling against each other in this stage race. As you can see, Jingji, our last rider on the road at the moment, has been in the saddle just over 7 hours at the moment. So the longest rider, I think, if I remember correctly, is 9 hours, 9 minutes or so.
Well,
from memory, out of the race field.
Absolutely outstanding riding from all of our riders, whether at the front of the peloton or the back here for the 7 stages of the MyWhoosh Championships this year. Nina Dowling took the win from Shannon Martinuski yesterday. It was a right battle between the two of them. Martinuski had the climbing ability. Dowling was strong on the flats and the descents. And between the two of them, they battled it right out. And you can see how close to the wire it came yesterday. 0.362 of a second on the line. Hanna-Pekka Kova was not that far back, and indeed she took the points in the climbing and the sprint competition as well.
And leading our sprint competition at the moment overall. So doing a really good job of doing that. The climbs competition, as Emma said, the most points going to Martinuski, and Martinuski leading that competition. 15 points. 13 points. I know my master countdown's on. It's time to go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and away they go. It is Category 4 up and away in the third of our race fields, leaving the start pens. As you can see, Pekka Kova heading up on here, so making the race start out from the pens. One big group, which is what we want to see at this stage. So everybody out cleanly. Albin tucked into that group, Taylor Carter in there. We can see Falana in there as well. Seba Al-Ray in this group. We've got a lot of our regular riders in here, but in with Shannon Martinuski at the moment, the climbs competition leader, and in that yellow jersey, also a multi-jerseyed rider, but not needing the multiple jerseys in person because, as we know, if you've been watching in the preceding stages, she's moved in from the outdoors because it's cold.
Too cold
at the moment. Yeah, so a bit warmer, but riding a bit closer to home in the virtual world.
Yeah, she's got company in the pain cave today, which may well be useful because she's going to want to hold on to that yellow jersey, and it's going to be a tough day out there to do that. And it's difficult coming into such a big stage in that leader's jersey when the gaps are so small.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really interesting point to see how that plays out. We'll be taking a little bit of a look at that. As we go around our race field here, I mean, there's riders battling in the competition. I think yesterday we did see riders who now maybe are not focusing on GC, but are focusing on other category races. And I think it's very interesting to see how that's playing out. The battle between our GCC leader, Gina Di Grazia, who we do see regularly on our screens, and Seba Alray, another regular, the top two in that competition. At the moment, it's only 1 minute 44.673 for the second, separating them. And I'm saying the thousands because I could see this coming down to not a lot if it's, for example, Gina doesn't have a good day as Seba, or vice versa. The two riders, I think, are very well matched.
Yeah, I agree, and it is going to be a great competition out there between the two. Gina Di Grazia at the moment wearing that jersey, and she'll be defending it out there today.
And I do wonder whether these two riders have raced together in real life, Di Grazia and
Highly
Alray.
likely.
Yeah, let's know.
Highly
Get in touch with either Emma or myself. Emma's on at Biking, or Emma or myself at Matt Fix and Pain on Instagram for both of those. Don't forget, if you're on Instagram or on social media, make sure you give MyWhoosh a follow. It's at MyWhoosh.
Well, the Masters competition in Category 4, Rosalina Barragan is the rider wearing the jersey at the moment, and she's started to establish a really strong lead in that competition. Alma Mongeli sitting in second place, though, very close to Helen Taylor-Carter in third. But the Cafetieres rider Barragan doing an amazing job out there.
Yeah.
She's also really high up on GC. She's putting in a superb set of performances and consistent set of performances over every stage.
Yep, we're in with our youth leader, and that is Camilla Pamplona, who leads that categorisation now for the Cafetieres squad. The Cafetieres squad doing a great job, aren't they, of putting riders into the positions where they can actually score in those individual competitions, but also in the team competitions where they're right up there.
They're sitting in second place in that team competition, 3 minutes 21 seconds back. The Fem Cycle Club What Works team currently leading that. House Arrest in third, still one of my favourite names. But the Rebel Union, I tell you, the differential between third and fourth place in the team competition is small. Just over 1 minute, and I think that's going to be interesting out there today, because obviously even if the teams aren't fighting for first place, and a 3-minute gap can be overturned out there today, but if they're not fighting for first place, they're still looking at that overall team GC, and every place counts.
Yeah, and that's really reflected right through Category 4, isn't it? Because the Pedalicious squad are within a minute.
I know.
Well, it's just less than a minute ahead of the Watts Warriors squad. So the Pedalicious squad of Rapaz, Alray, and Mongeli and G, just ahead of Knowles, Kielbasa, Falana, and Fu.
Well, nice to go in with a number of our Category 4 riders. We're going in with Nina Darling, Shannon Martinuski, Hannah Pegakova, Jermaine Prado, and Seba Alray. Alray already getting extra fuel on board and ready for what is to come. The riders all in this group at the moment because the pack rolling strongly together still. They're 400 metres out from that first sprint checkpoint. And in terms of those sprints, we'd be expecting to see Pekka Kova, who's middle of the screen, go for this, because the gap at the moment in that sprint competition is just 3 points between Hannah Pekka Kova, who's leading, and Shiki Fu in second.
And Shiki Fu really has flown underneath the radar, despite being the rider who regularly goes on the offensive. And we can see this here, Shiki Fu going to go under the banner first, Pekka Kova going through in second, Di Grazia in third there, then Falana and Albin, Taylor Carter and Alray. The riders having to lift pace, and you could see that across all 5 of our riders. So once they go into the sprint and the pace picks on the front, everybody lifts their pace. So whether you're contesting the sprint or not, you've got to respond in some way or another.
I tell you, great timing from Shiki Fu there. She caught Pekka Kova napping a little bit, and that gap now coming down to 2 points.
Ja,
so even
ik heb geen idee. Ja, hetzelfde als gisteren, alleen gewoon stom. Ik vond gewoon gisteren gewoon echt verkeerd.
In the points at the 24.9 kilometer mark. Will Shiki Fu?
Ik kreeg er gewoon geen montage meer uit. En
problem for Fu,
later ging het wel weer goed, maar
it might not apply today, is that the 2 days she's lost positions in the
ben benieuwd wat we kunnen
and not
verwachten
being in
vandaag.
the leading group going into the sprints that come after climbs has been on the climbing days. So the later sprints, she's not been in competition on those climbing days. Today, though,
Kijk, hoor je
the
mij?
type of climb it is, I think there's a good chance she will be today. And then I guess there's a lot more points.
Even kijken, hoor je
And
mij?
that's it, and that's what I think is really interesting here, because it is so close between the two. Penkakova, yes, is the better climber, so likely to pick up points on the sprints.
Je kan wel even uit en aan.
But there are 10 points available tomorrow. There are 15 points tomorrow. We're having a rest day tomorrow. The day after on Monday. 10 points available on Monday. 15 points in the competition available on our final stage. So I do think in category 4, the sprint competition will go down to the wire. Helen Taylor Carter on your screen. Great shot into the pain cave. You can see Taylor Carter on the bike, but you can really see what she's looking at as well.
Yeah, it gives you an indication of the riders' screens, what they've got in front of them, where they're looking at the map, what they're looking at in terms of activity, or whatever they are using as their reference points.
And another rider liking bright kit.
Yes, good point. Good point.
Well, Maria Yarl's on the screen at the moment. Great to see her. She's part and parcel of the pack. I think she was a little bit surprised that we came to her there. Hi, good morning. Please enjoy the race. But she's right on the front of the pack. And, well, you know, when you go on camera, you just naturally lift the cadence and move to the front of the group.
Yeah, indeed, and that's what we're seeing here today. And I think she's got to be really pleased with her so far. And I think she's sitting inside the top 15. She's in 14th position. I think we're going to see another improvement today as we go in through. She's gone good on our climbing days. Let's go to a rider who seems to be good on every day, Jem Riel. At the moment in the category 3 race. Riel at the moment battling it out with Estler and Lou, Litton and Bauer. And then we've got a gap back, 3 minutes, then another gap before. We'll go into a bit more detail in this at the top of the race. A little bit later on, I think, today. But if you look down through that race field, I'm loving the fact that we've got a big battle between the two Polish riders, Pluta and Bulawara, the defending champion. They're separated by 17 seconds.
I know, but I'm looking all the way through the race field, and there's lots and lots of really close racing out there. I mean, look at Monica Rona and Liliana Silva. I mean, again, that's a really, really close competition. So it is fabulous to see right the way through the race field these riders and races. And you know what? 18 riders in this competition are still within 10 minutes. And yesterday it was that win from Jen Riel that kept her in that yellow jersey on the overall. But it was a great race. Look how close it was. Esther and Lou, that sprint, but Riel timed it to perfection, and her teammate Brittany Litton led that out for the last pretty much 2 kilometres. Carolus picked up 5 points in the sprint competition. That was the maximum amount of points picked up in the sprint competition yesterday, which tells me a lot of riders picked up points and they got spread all over category 3.
Yep, the riders contesting that across the race route yesterday. Overall sprint leader is Sarah Carolus, who picked up the maximum points yesterday. Can she do the same in our first sprint? It's time to find out. We're heading out in category 3 onto race route here in Colombia, stage 5 of the MyWhoosh Championship for 2026.
So out of the pen go category 3. There's a bit of a push on the front from Ravena at the moment, but very quickly settling down the group, rolling and rolling strongly. Just one rider having a much steadier start, and another rider off the back there just having a big dig down to try and get back onto the moving pack. Angie Londano on your screen, right at the front of the group, but she's got the white sleeves on of that young riders competition. So great to see her in the mix. She's leading that competition significantly.
Yes.
By 18 minutes.
Yeah, I think the battle now is second and third place. Aravena and Corrales battling it out there rather than the battle for the front. It's going to take something major from Londano to lose 18 minutes, but never say never, because this is stage racing and people can have good days and bad days. Some people come out of the rest day absolutely pinging and flying and on fire.
And other people don't like taking a rest day, so they'll be out riding on it.
Yeah, and a number of those will be riding on the Sunday Race Club. The Sunday Race Club coming to you on the MyWhoosh YouTube channel and on Twitch TV with myself, Mark Payne, and Emma Martin, putting words to the action as we do here on the MyWhoosh Championship. Let's go into our categories. We've already spoken about our fastest youth rider, that is Angelo Dunno. We have an Angel Hadlock on our screens. Angel's doing a good job at the moment in terms of overall, sitting in 10th place. So
leading the
right
GCC
inside
competition.
Yeah, I think that it's just such a compatible goal, isn't it? To have a good ride overall and then figuring in the regional competition in the GCC, the Gulf Castle region. I think Hadlock showing what we expected, you know, just riding.
Solid riding.
That's great. It's a solid riding.
Yeah, she is.
Perfect description.
But at the moment, there was a bit of a push on the front there, just on one of these small rises. They're moving to just over the kilometre marker in terms of this race. And the pace is really high. You know, the early push has really got the momentum rolling here, and they're rolling strongly as a group. One rider off the back of the pack, you can see that on the top overhead map screen.
General on our screens with that Masters jersey showing on the left-hand side of the screen here. The lead there reasonably secure. I love the battle for the third spot, the podium place. Marie-Pierre Ferrard and Helen McKay are separated by just over 2 minutes at the moment in that competition. And Sepulveda is not that far behind either, so it could well be we're going to see a little bit of a change in the steps on that sort of third step of the podium, and taking a podium in one of these competitions is great, isn't it? It's a great target to have if you're battling. Maybe you're not in the front of the overall GC, but in your Masters competition, you've got to remember there's people of all ages in this race. You know, it's not quite 60-60, but I think, you know, you could say
I bet it is in some of the categories. Not 6 to 60, because obviously 6 is a little bit young.
Yeah.
But 17 to 60 maybe.
17 to 67.
I reckon. Well, who
Possibly.
knows? I bet we've probably even got older
Definitely
competitors.
57.
I want to be racing still in my later years. But Sepulveda on your screen at the moment. She's been doing a fabulous job. 5th place in that Masters competition at the moment. And she's tightly in that bunch. As we speak, they're rolling at the 2.1 kilometre marker, coming towards that first checkpoint, which is 3K. That is the first sprint banner, where the sprint competition will be able to pick up points. Sprint competition here, really, really interesting. Sarah Carolus at 38 points, tied with Helen McKay on 38 points. And Brittany Litton, for me, she's got 30 points in the sprint competition, but I think that's more of a case of picking up points where she can, but also being instrumental in the leading group and really part of that team competition and the teamwork she's been doing in relation to Jen Real.
Yeah, and I think with the way that we've got the big climb today, that we've got the sprint, so it's going to unfold differently now. Inwards, the sprint opening up. Sarah Carolus leading this out at the moment, and guess who's on the wheels? It's McKay at the moment. They're tied on points. This is literally who takes the win here, who's going to take the lead. It's McKay who's gone to the front. McKay's going to go away with a 1-point advantage here. 5 points for McKay, 4 for Carolus. Carolus in there as well. Sepulveda and Litton coming through. I think inside the top 5 will get those points and positions confirmed before we make any kind of pronouncement on the overall positions. But a good ride there. McKay with 5 confirmed there, ahead of Carolus with 4. Carolus in 3, Sepulveda in 2, and Litton in 1 at the moment. So let's see how that plays out as this continues onwards. Who's going to be up on the top of the standings when you get to the end? Will it be Carolus or will it be McKay? The two riders pretty inseparable at the moment in terms of sprint points. Still with Lorena Beltran at the moment. Beltran, another of our riders who we've regularly seen racing on the moment from the race club and on our screens as well. Beltran at the moment got the gloves on him. It is still chilly. Southern Hemisphere is cold, isn't it, at the moment? And of course, just seeing Beltran just taking on board those flues.
Well, there's also choices, even when the temperature is warm outside. If you've got an air conditioning unit and fans on, I've been known to race indoors in gloves because whilst I want the cold air, your knuckles could get a little bit chilly on the handlebars.
Okay. I'm just going to say yes. And leave it at that.
Yes. Camilla Salgado on the street, and she's in the polka dot skins. I mean, she had phenomenal. She's having a phenomenal ride and a phenomenal championship. She really, really is. The rider on the right of the Tiger squad, 49 points in the climb competition to Brittany Liston's 43. Ting Lu also on the same squad as Salgado, putting in a great performance there. She's back with 37 points. So this is going to be a really, really interesting battle out there in Category 3 today for the climbing competition itself. Kimberly Miller on your screen, and you can see her there with the headphones on. A lot of the riders either pumping music in their ears or on Discord or other chat apps with their groups and teams.
Yeah, really important to keep that communication going. Kimberly Miller at the moment sitting in 15th position overall for the FCC Sweaty and We Know It squad. She's climbed consistently up every single stage. In 15th place, she's moved up every single time. And I think that's very telling in terms of her performances. Particularly if you compare that to somebody like Salgado, who's yo-yoed up and down.
Oh, in with Brittany Litton. What a championships Brittany Litton is having as part and parcel of that right on the Storm squad. She's doing absolutely sterling teamwork and individual work out there. It is fabulous to see.
Yeah, inside the top 5, and today's going to be a big day. Lots of pressure now starting to fall on the shoulders of those riders in those leading teams, and leading in the overall competitions. We'll see who's going to come out on top. We'll see how that's playing out on the road shortly in Category 3, but we need to get our riders away in Category 2. Sylvia Garea taking the stage win, the posing multi-time winner. Emily Sopers, that stage win taken in style, she just went for it. She was irrepressible.
Oh, I know, it was amazing. She climbed so strongly. And then that final punchy climb just before the finish, it was short, but it was steep, and she just went, and Sopers could do nothing about it. And it was just an amazing race to watch. Category, well, I can't pick a favourite category because they've all been absolutely amazing. But Garea, Sopers, Roach, Hackman, Calman, Wiseman, there are so many riders in this race who are putting in phenomenal performances, and this is so close. Garea taking the win yesterday from Sopers and Hackman. Russell picking up the most points in the sprint competition, and Wiseman picking up the most points in the climbing competition. But those categories, those races, the sprint race, the climb race, are still tight out there too.
Yeah, because of the volume of points left and the distribution of points where they are, I think it really has generated a fantastic race. Wiseman taking 6 points yesterday. That's taken her clear at the front. Garea sitting in second place over that time.
Hey, my power dropped.
Murray in third at the moment. I think we're going to see this run. One rider I think we'll be looking forward to today's stage is Holly Bergen, the rider we are in with as we go on
over discrepancy. Dus ik heb het nieuw geïnstalleerd. Maar toen kreeg ik in het begin meteen een 0.
Ik heb bijna 2 jaar erop afgelicht. Ik ben veel te hard voor mij. Maar ik kan wel praten, maar ik hoor jullie niet op de een of andere manier.
Dat is kut. Ja, jammer, ik ben ja, ik zat erbij zitten, drop de power.
Just so that it stops me waving and knocking over one of the many screens around us.
Ja, heel goed. Ja, we liggen toch met iedereen achter. Ja, gewoon wat ben moeite.
There's a lot of
Ik
people
heb ook moeite.
I don't think there's anyone out there
Lekker bezig.
even got to the start
Kom ik weer bij?
who I'm not impressed by, because it takes a great amount of commitment. And one rider who is coming.
Kijk, ik had gisteren voor het eerst die e-mail ontvangen dat ik en toen is alles nieuw geïnstalleerd, maar ja, het werd alleen maar erg van. Ik heb
taking away that stage when you stand. That stage, we talked a little about it. I think we could probably talk all show about that stage yesterday and the way that the racing played out. We did a little bit of that last night when we were recording the Inside the Race podcast. Do give the follow, give it a listen. To see what our thoughts are, maybe. After a little reflection on those races, including on our Masters competitions. Often Sarah Roach at the moment leading in that competition in category 2.
She is by 1 minute 57 to Stephanie Briggs. So is Roach, the rider from the USA. They're both on the what team. I think this is going to be interesting today between the two of them out there in terms of team tactics, but also in terms of whether Roach stays in that jersey. It's a bigger gap back to Cornelia Mafia. She's 7 minutes back in that competition at the moment.
And Christine Schneider still having a good ride as well, so going to be challenging Engstrom in that top 3. Let's move on to our youth competition. And definitely a rider who's impressive is Justina Deban. Deban again just keeping those performances coming in time after time, and that is really, really critical. It's a big learning experience for all of our riders out there. Deban can figure she's gone well.
Waarom dan niet
She goes better on the time of day than on today's particular type of climbing day. Just in with Kate McLeod. Kate McLeod, one person who we know is going to have the nutrition absolutely dialed. A nutritionist and coach, and somebody who we know is always going to be giving it everything here on camera once again. I love the fact that the table, it's a really sort of artistic table that the laptop's on. It's minimalistic in its design.
Yeah, but perfectly angled to get the front wheel of the bike underneath it, the fans around the room. So really nice because, in terms of that iPad, having it in the right place, having it in your line of vision, absolutely perfect is what you want. Stefani Sanchez.
Doe je? Stemt als goed, ben ik er nu.
Fundiendo core la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Quien no anda corre la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Fundiendo core la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Quien no anda corre la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Whoa, se despega like a rocket. Oh yeah, she be my rocket. Yeah. Una vez, honey, honey. Yeah. Baby, no lo pares. Yeah. Si es la que hay, pues la que hay. Yeah. Y Peter's honor, that's my kind. Whoa, lo quieres pa' mirar el time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Por si algún día ya no hay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, ey, lo beben más o hay. Copa Bifitter con limón no quieres tanquear. Yeah, que tío no hay mala, desaprovecháis. Y aunque eso diera la ocasión, así la aprovecháis. Le llega heavy, hoy no va a portarme bien. Toca pegue y me vacila 10 de 100. Ahora es pussy, retrega constantemente. She's smoking glass, casi que rats. Mi nombre por tu ciudad. Baby, sigue que lo escuche el vecino atrás. Let's hop and cash. Y si preguntas la que hay, she want it, I got it, acabo de fixar. Let's put it cash, la partidita al solitario. You're double round, yeah, yeah. Eso que tienes duplicado, yeah, yeah. Muévemelo para el otro lado, yeah. Oh yeah, no, que se amontone. Tranquilo, suéltame los botones. Los mamas y a mí me se moscones en todas las posiciones. Oh no, otro cero. Ruge bien si lo meto un aguacero. BBM, very big monetero. my limits and all the drive that I have. Well, I'm going the distance with you. I didn't know what I had till I knew what was missing, and everything that I dread. Well, I built a resistance with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you on the ground. You were gone, I wish you'd stay. I could look at you for days. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you. Take your time, not in the fast lane. I understand that you've been broken too many times, but I'll be waiting to mend your wounds from all you've taken. But if we listen to each other, admit our mistakes, then I can show you who I am, because I'm not the same. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. I'm better with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you off the ground. That's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you.
Flashing lights dance with fire in the night. I'm wired. Watch the time pass us by. Is this feeling lying? Could you pass the lighter? Yeah, I'm trying to keep my cool. Nicotine in my veins, flaming up desires. What am I supposed to do? 'Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo. Put me in a mood. Put me in a mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Maybe I should've known that English is speaking. What am I supposed to do? Cause it feels so good. Feeling wild like a zoo. Put me in a mood. Put me in a mood. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hope and solution. Hope and solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hope and solution. Hope and solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Maybe I should've known that it ain't real. How'd you know how to get into my feelings? You're a trip giving me hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. Hopeless solution. It's time for Boga. It's time for Boga. You know, it's always a good time for Slav Polka. Oi, oi! Bring the beat. It's time for Boga. Let's start slow. En then faster. Blow the trumpet. It's time for Boga. once again. My heart is waking. It hurts when you lie all the time.
Elisa, come on.
Can't feel anymore. Feels numb when I die. Restart me again and again. Your love, the ghost of me. Been waiting.
Come on, Lisa, come on. Ga je niet afgedaan, ik dat voor. Volgens mij had ze een drop uit vlak voor de finish van deze klim. Tempo, hoe ga jij? Zou je weer moeten horen?
Hey.
Oké, hoor je toch niet? Net hoorde ik je wel. Dat kan ik zo.
Oh, 20.
Maakt niet uit, je gaat hartstikke goed. Je gaat van eigen glorie. Want Katijn en ik zitten samen. Achter in het veld. En Monica zit ook in achter. Dus als je wilt sparen, moet je gewoon sparen.
Je hoort me nog steeds niet?
Oké, nu hoor ik je gelijk. Ik snap
Hoor je mij?
Ja.
Oké. Heel raar. Oké, ik zit op 20. 3 nu.
Netjes
Met
hoor.
3 anderen. Oké. Ik dacht dat ik er voor zat.
Nee, ik blies op jongen, helemaal in het begin blies ik op. Hetzelfde als jij gisteren al, denk ik.
Nee. Oh, hier is een klein hupje. Even opletten. Ja, ik weet het niet, ik zie het straks wel. Ik ben wel echt heel moe. Zolang ik draft heb, is het oké. Oh.
Ik heb het echt zwaar vandaag. Ik heb het ook keihard warm.
Ja, is het ook. Zo benauwd.
Ik ben nog steeds met een gemiddeld wattage van 196 aan het rijden. Dat komt niet niks hoor.
Ik weet niet, wat is dat per kilo? Want voor mij is 196 peanuts. Dat gaat niet zoveel. Je hoort mij niet?
Jawel, jawel.
Oh, oké.
Maar ik moest heel eventjes opletten.
Oké. Op 20,5 ook even opletten. Met de hubs.
Ja, ik rij met Katijn samen met z'n tweeën, dus...
Oké. Ik rolde net bij die gym. Rolde ik 3 achterblijvers op. En daar zitten we nu met z'n vieren bij elkaar.
Oh, dat is wel lekker.
Ja. Ik zie nu dat er eentje af is gevallen. Zodat we 15 seconden. Dan is hij 3 over.
Ik zit met Katijn samen op 1,58 1:21 achterstand van Julia boven Most.
Ja, ik snap niks van die tijden. Dat soms is 2 minuten, dan 4 minuten.
Ja, dat heeft met de snelheid te maken die je rijdt. Maar het is echt het rotsysteem.
Ja, nu is het alweer 2:30. Dat is niks aan. Kijk nu naar de afstand. Dat is 2 kilometer. Nou ja, dat heb je niet in een minuut dicht. Ik zit bij een van Camilla en Diana. Volgens mij allebei van die Colombia of zo.
Ja, klopt. Die Cycling District 3B zijn hij.
Oh. Maar niet van die Colombian groep?
Nee, de Camilla en Diana zei je toch?
Ja.
Die zijn van Cycling District.
Ah, oké. Maar ja, waarschijnlijk rijden 4 aan 5.
Oh, ik zou eigenlijk aan Tijn willen zeggen dat ze moet gaan als ze wil. Ik ga echt kapot.
Nee, kijk eens. We gaan hier oprollen. Oh. Ik doe 6. Ga straks bij die volgende klim gewoon kijken hoe het gaat, hoor.
Ah, de hitte pakt me echt en de effort van gisteren ook.
Hey Katijn.
Ik kan tijdens de camera rollen als je wil, want ik ben echt op mijn laatste adem aan het rijden.
Oh ja?
Ja. Komt gewoon niks uit joh, uit die benen.
Moet ik op je wachten?
Maar als je wil, rij maar door, we gaan zo toch weer omhoog.
Ja, maar vind je het fijn om samen te rijden als je omhoog gaat?
Ja, op zich wel, het motiveert me wel om harder te gaan hoor, maar...
Voor mij is het meer van naar beneden, die downhill. Dan ga ik zoveel sneller. Ik weet niet waarom, maar omdat ik zwaar ben, denk ik.
Ja, ik weeg 62 kilo in de game, dus...
Precies.
Ik denk met alles wat ik er gisteren bij gegeten heb, weet ik eigenlijk wat meer, maar...
Dat is een goeie.
Ja. En zout. Sushi heb gegeten, heb ik altijd zoveel vocht.
Ja.
Je hebt zo'n dorst en dan hou je super veel van. En 2 dagen later pies je helemaal ziek.
Maar Gina, zit jij nu weer met Lisa?
Ik zit nu in die categorie 2 groep die eraan komt.
Ah! Oh, dat is een goeie.
En Lisa zit hier ook in, ja.
Ja.
Volgens mij had hij echt even een drop-out op een heel goed punt.
Ja. Ik heb er ook al 2. Ik heb er ook alweer 2 gehad.
Oh shit.
Heel raar. Ik moet dat niet meer... Dat gewoon in één keer de resistance helemaal wegvalt. Op je trainer. Maar als jullie met een hele groep zitten, dan kunnen jullie me vast zo inhalen.
Ja, klopt.
Dan gaan jullie veel sneller. Dan ga ik ook even. Hoe lang hebben we nu nog vlak?
Niet heel veel meer. Nou, het is wel een beetje.
28,8 of zo.
Oké.
Ja, 27,5.
Ah ja.
Er zitten nog 3 kleine hupjes in. Ja.
Ik denk dat ik ze verlies als hun gaan sprinten dadelijk. Op 24-9. Maar even een kilometertje in hun draf is wel lekker.
Ja, nou daar komen ze.
Maar zij rijden echt chillen dan ons categorie 3 peloton hoor.
Als je eenmaal in het peloton fietst, valt het wel mee, maar ja. De heuvels zitten bij te blijven.
Nee, maar ik kan nu op 140 watt trappen en bij ons in het peloton fiets ik vaak al rond de 200 joh.
Ja. Ja, dat is waar.
Laten we nu gaan, Martijn.
Ah, ik ga nog heel veel mee.
Ja, doe maar. Doe je eigen ding. Ik wil smeren aan het opblazen. Kom maar.
Oh nee, ik ben zo kwijt al. Denk ik.
Nee, maar zijn heftig hoor.
Ja, nu lijkt het ook gaan. Oh. Maar mega wat een verschil dat maakt in een groep, zeg.
Ja. Dat was wel even lekker op dat vlak om mee te kunnen krijgen.
Ja. En die groep op die meiden voor ons hebben het, door daarbij aan te houden, echt een minuut ingehaald.
Ja, niet normaal.
Ah, daar ben je weer. Dan fietsen we weer samen.
Ik ga er niet meer rond zoals net hoor.
Ja.
Ik ga gewoon maar even zitten.
Weet je, de enige manier dat we nog in de prijzen gaan vallen, is als er ergens een disqualificatie komt.
Ja.
Maar dan zelfs, zij hebben allemaal 5 members bijna in mijn team.
Ja, precies. En Femke, we verliezen vandaag weer heel veel tijd hoor. Als je kijkt, Martijn en ik, zij rijden 2 en 3 hè. En we rijden achter in het veld. Wat ik probeer te zeggen is, ik weet dat jij wat kan op die laatste etappe. Rij je niet helemaal naar de verdommenis.
Nee, ik rijd nu gewoon lekker.
Ja. Rij je wel met andere Femke?
Nee, ik heb ze laten gaan.
Nee?
Die gingen 3 afrijden. Dat heb ik niet.
Nee. Maar niemand om je heen?
Nee.
Ah.
Ja, er komen nu 2 achterop.
Ja,
maar die rijden ook 3. 3, 6, 3, 7. Dus ik daar denk ik gewoon aan.
mijn benen weten echt niet wat ze willen hoor.
And you're not listening. It is your choice to make a little mockery, it won't do. Further down the line, still surrendering, trying harder to forgive you. Candlelight has gone out. Some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say. Thought I was searching for something. Door has closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now. Still I smile and don't speak. Will you please slow down? Slow down. Candlelight has gone out. Some will win and some will lose. Nothing much else to say. Thought I was searching for something. Door is closed, not a sound. Take a look as I am now. Still I smile but don't speak. Will you please slow down? Slow down. Slow down. Slow down.
Mijn trainer blokkeerde.
Wat?
Mijn fiets blokkeerde. Nee, die stond erachter.
Hoe blokkeerde?
Ik kon gewoon niet meer trappen.
Oh?
Nee, ik doe het niet, hè? Wat is het nou?
Doet hij nu wel weer?
Ja.
Oké. Ja?
Maar alsof je gewoon tegen 30% aan fietst. Oh, 2 houdt me nu in. Weet je, als je op je zwaar staat of zo, buiten denk je 30%. Ja.
Uiteindelijk laat jou gaan. Ik kan echt niet meer. Ik wil gewoon niet meer. Nee. Niks draait er.
Ja.
Pak maar gewoon je eigen tempo.
Ja.
Nog. Het kan best zijn dat ik me dadelijk terugvind hoor, maar het lukt gewoon echt niet.
Oké. Neem even wat zoets of zo en dan...
Unknown brain. Marvin Divine.
Ja, je kan er wat als eruit pitsen.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say goodbye.
2 kilometer snel wordt het ietsje vlakker weer van mij. Ja, dat is precies wat ik nu aan het doen ben. Nou, zodra ik meer kracht zet, lijken mijn benen helemaal te blokkeren.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out. Coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say goodbye.
Dadelijk komt er een groep voorbij. Dan is het net alsof ik stilsta. Dat er hier één heeft 20 minuten goed gemaakt op mij. voor iedereen die het wel wielrennen een beetje volgt. Achter mij rijdt nu FC Momentazio. Gaat na dit jaar stoppen. Maar het is toch leuk dat ik zo eventjes met een pro rijden. Nou ja, samen rijden wil ik het niet doen. Gewoon er doorheen gehaald wordt.
Talk to me, show me all that hurts you did. Soak my shirt in all your tears, so I can talk with you. Breathe to me, tales of things that haunt dreams. Set the brush and paint the scene, so I can breathe with you. The gravel spikes your feet, the cloth wraps on your knees. So darling, when the rain comes crashing in, I'll be right here and listen to you sing.
het zitten. Je komt een stuk van mij 2 keer in de week, omdat de blikje zo omhoog blijft dumpen. En daarna zet het een beetje meer op en af. Ik hoop nu gewoon weer ritme te kunnen vinden.
Remember when you said it doesn't get better than this? Only a fool would've let you go. You got into my head. Am I about to lose myself? When will all of this fade away? 'Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night. Now it doesn't feel right. I'll just have to say goodbye one last time. I know that it's hopeless, but we'll be fine. 'Cause nothing's ever black and white. Those words are kinda hard to find, so I just had to write this song. I don't wanna see you cry again, and no matter how the story ends, I'll always be there for you. Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night. Now it doesn't feel right. I'll just have to say goodbye one last time. I know that it's hopeless, but we'll both be fine. Cause nothing's ever black and white. Cause nothing's ever black and
Oh, Gina, jij hebt weer een tweede versnelling gevonden, of niet?
Ja, dat zeg ik. Kan het goed zijn dat ik nog een tweede versnelling vind? Ja, klopt.
Hoe gaan jullie?
Nou, Gina, kom je zo weer inhalen. Dan gaan we er weer bij.
Oké.
Waar heb je dat vandaan getoond? Die zou ik ook wel willen, die versnelling
Ja,
weer even
even.
bij.
Even goed herstellen gedaan.
Last time I saw you, lady, we were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best on your journey. Last time I saw you, lady, last time I saw you, we were walking other ways. We were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Wish you the best on your journey. Wish you the best.
Oh man, de eerste zijn er al.
Ja joh, ik heb nog maar 6 kilometer te gaan.
Last time I saw you, lady, we were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey. Last time I saw you, lady, last time I saw you, we were walking other ways, walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey. Wish you.
Klein, dit hoort een beetje bij mijn tactiek hoor. Even aanzetten en dan nu hier wat rustiger aan doen.
Oké. Sorry, nu ben ik langs je heen.
Ja, dat maakt niet uit.
Wil je... Oh. Ben je er, Femke? Zei je dat?
Hi. Ik ben nog 2 kilometer. Oh, ben je zo klaar mee?
Kom op, Femke.
Deze wordt lekker.
Nog 1 blokje.
Mijn oortje gaat zo uitvallen.
Oké.
En batterij meer. Tot bij dadelijk. Weet je weer nu kilometer moeten? Kom op.
Kilometer, ja.
Laatste stukje.
Katijn, even goed opletten als je door die polkadot banner gaat. Dan moet je nog een klein stukje.
Oké.
If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way,
Ja, na de klim nog een kleine 600 meter.
if it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. silent in dismay. It won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.
Oh. Dit wil ik doorheen. Oh.
Oh, ja, zeg dat.
Maar zag je de eerste dame die eerste is geworden, heeft 4.0 getrapt.
Ja, dat is
Sorry, maar dan heb je geen FTP van tussen de 23.6 en de 4.0.
Nee, klopt.
Als je kan 2 uur of 1,5 uur, 1 uur 3 kwartier dat kan trappen, dan zit je hier niet goed.
Nee, ja, ik hoop ook echt dat we een klein beetje daarna gaan kijken nu hoor. Want sorry, op deze rit en dan vijfde dag en dan die waarde stoppen? Nee, sorry.
Ja, dan heb je echt wel een beetje gesandbagged.
Dat denk ik wel, ja. En ze reden ook echt iedereen weg, hè?
Oh. Maar ja, daar kunnen ze niks mee aan doen, want je kan niet terugkijken. Zeg maar wie hier op de fiets heeft gezeten of iets dergelijks. Dus ja. Oh, ik zit echt. Ga even chillen. Jij gaat lekker naar de camping?
Ja, ik ga even douchen en dan maak ik wat lunch. En dan neem ik dat mee naar de camping en dan ga ik lekker in een bikini in een poedelbadje liggen, denk ik.
Ja, beentjes omhoog.
Je ziet dat.
Dat klinkt wel goed, ja.
Ik heb
Zit
wel...
er weer een hittegolf of niet?
Ja, ja. En ik heb wel ook de tijdrit van maandag, heb ik ook wel ook echt in mijn kop zitten als daar wil ik gewoon alles uit mijn veld halen. Dus
Nice.
dat wordt even nu
Nou.
een goed aantal uren rusten. Misschien een stukje wandelen, even wat anders doen met die benen. En dan hopelijk weer met enigszins frisse benen en goede zin dan de laatste 2 etappes.
Ja, en morgen dan gewoon doe je rustig aan, of niet?
Ja, wat ik zeg, even wat wandelen misschien, zodat ik op de beentjes even wel een beweging
hou. Dat is voor morgen, ja. Nou. Uitrusten maar. En we hebben het overleefd in ieder geval.
Ja, nou, geniet van de rustdag ook. Wat ga jij doen op de rustdag?
Ja, ik heb eigenlijk niet zoveel plannen morgen. Normaal ren ik op zondag lange afstand rennen. En ik heb ook een marathon volgende maand. Dus maar ik ga dat nu even overslaan, natuurlijk.
Lijkt me super wel, ja.
Ja, er stond voor morgen 27 kilometer op het programma. Maar ik denk dat ik dat maar even niet doe. Zeker niet. Dus ja, even rustig aan. Ik heb eigenlijk niet zoveel plannen.
Nou, klinkt ook wel een goede rustig.
We van de triathlonclub iets. En hebben we een feestje-achtig.
Nou, ik denk dat ik vanavond ook wel een wijntje pak, hoor. Ik vind dat ik het ondertussen wel verdiend heb om eventjes ook rust te laten.
Absoluut.
Goed, we spreken elkaar op de app zo wel. Ik ga een douche pakken.
Ja. Oké, lekker uitrusten. Doei doei.
Doei doei.